So the Dallas Saints game is over. I don't know what to say. I thought we were a lot better than this. I mean, people are talking Super Bowl, and then we get beat by the Saints with Teddy Bridgewater. We only can muster 10 points. And the Cowboys fans are so blind, they're so high. Every Cowboys fan thinks every single player we have and every single coach we have is the greatest in the world. This is on the offensive coordinator. You only muster 10 points in 4 quarters, that's your fault. Defense did its job. We held them to 12 points. I don't want to hear a bunch of delusional Cowboys fans saying, don't blame it on Kellen Moore. Kellen Moore did good. Yeah. Kellen Moore has been beating teams that have a combined record of 1 win. Every team we beat is 0-3, except for the Giants. The Giants won like 1 game. It seems like that's who he's been doing good against. So I don't want to hear anything about, I don't want to hear anybody blame it on anybody else but Kellen Moore. That's that. Okay? That's why you don't hire somebody who's in their 20s to be your offensive coordinator. Give them a little time to be seasoned. Look, I'm saying this now. Maybe he'll do good later, but this game, he didn't do good. I don't care what anybody said. We only mustered 10 points. Yeah, we had a couple fumbles. We had 2 fumbles, but we only ran the ball. I don't even think Zeke had more than 30-something yards. Zeke couldn't even muster 40 yards. And I told you guys this. I said, and people acted like they hated Linehan. Linehan could run the ball. There were things Linehan did good. Kellen Moore is a pass-happy guy. That's how young people are. You watch a young guy play Madden, all he does is pass, all game. Because that's the next generation. That's what the NFL is going into. This game, we needed a good, old-fashioned, hard-nosed offensive coordinator that knows how to run the ball. That's the weakness of Kellen Moore. Zeke didn't even have 40 yards. I looked on there. He was averaging like 1.9 yards a carry. He had like 15 rushes, 1.9 yards per carry. So he's supposed to be good at throwing the ball. We couldn't even get the passing game going. I mean, I don't know what else to say. Our defense did pretty good. I mean, Bridgewater is a very elusive quarterback. He's fast, and we sacked him several times. I mean, I don't think D-Law did as good as he was before when he was playing for a contract, but you only muster 10 points. I mean, come on. That's just, if that had been Breeze, if the Saints would have had Drew Brees, we would have lost that game 42-10. I mean, so I don't know. I mean, Cowboys are so quick to anoint someone. Kellen Moore beats 3 winless teams and does good against them. And everybody's like, oh, he's the greatest offensive coordinator in the world. We have the best offensive coordinator in the league. Even if we do have the best offensive stats, we've played 3 teams that are like winless. So, I mean, it was a tough game though, That being said, I mean, they're not as good as I thought they were, the Cowboys, but, man, I just don't know. At this point, I really don't know. I know we're semi-good. We're somewhat good, And some teams we can expose, but you don't run draws and runs out of the shotgun. I mean, those aren't good runs. I'm telling you, a run out of the shotgun, when you have a power-pounding running back, you don't do that, I mean, I don't know what to say. It was a good game, though. It was a great game, fun game to watch, but We should have clearly beat them by at least 2 scores because they didn't even have their starting quarterback. So I don't know. I mean, you can say, oh, Bridgewater's a good quarterback, but is he? I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, this was a close game. One thing I can say in the Cowboys' favor is this was a close game. Frickin' if just one play would have went our way, we could have won this game. If Witten didn't fumble, if Zeke didn't fumble, maybe we would have gotten field goal range and kicked a field goal. That's all this game came down to was a field goal's difference. So I don't know. We've got to improve. I mean, we've got to improve, dude. Getting off to a slow start is not okay. People are like, oh, we're fine. We just have slow starts. That's not okay. Okay? You have to play hard from the start of the first whistle to the very end. It's not okay because you might get behind 28-0 in that first quarter and a half. You know what I'm saying? You might not be able to throw for 450 yards on a team because they might have a good defense, or you might get some bad calls or some bad things happen. Things happen like that in football. As a coach, you can't control every player. You can call good plays, but if those players drop those balls and fumble those balls and don't pick the right holes, you're going to lose no matter how good of an offensive coordinator you are. So that's my opinion, I mean, we had Michael Gallup injured. That could have made the difference in this game. If we had one more good receiver, maybe that could have made the difference. I mean, we only lost by 2 points. One field goal, we would have won it. I'm not going to blame the refs. I mean, we had a couple bad calls, but so did the Saints. That one call at the end where they called pass interference on Cooper really crushed us. But Saints have not allowed a 100-yard rusher since 2017. I mean, they are a damn good team on defense. And that's one of the Cowboys' main things is running the ball, And I'll tell you this, they're pretty good against the pass and using their pass rush too. That last play, I thought that lineman should have picked up that blitzing cornerback. Instead, they chose to block defensive linemen. I mean, you got to slide over and pick up that blitz because a cornerback can run a lot faster than a defensive lineman. He's going to get there in a heartbeat. You let the defensive lineman go or try to. All you got to do is just hit that defensive back, just barely hit him. Then you can go back and chip the lineman or do whatever, barely block him. I mean, I played offensive lineman in semi-pro. Never am I going to let a freaking cornerback run as fast as he can at my quarterback and just blast him out of the water. I know my quarterback can get away from a lineman, but I mean, but all that comes down to coaching, man. We just got out-coached. Sean Payton didn't even have his starting quarterback, and he managed to beat us. I mean, they ran so many trick plays on offense, and they were good trick plays. They fooled us. They even ran a flea flicker. Our guys looked like they didn't know what the heck was going on. But I know this is kind of a long video, but there's a lot more I could say, but I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm very disappointed in the Cowboys. I didn't think that, oh, this is a good team, so if we lose, I won't be that mad, or this should be a good game. I thought we should have clearly beat this team by at least 2 scores, at least over 7 points. A touchdown and a field goal at least, because they don't even have their starting quarterback. But, oh well, I don't know what to say. Kenneth 14621, signing off.